Hi there, welcome to another Bitesize Piano lesson. In this video we are going to go over 10 levels of the 1-5-6-4 chord progression. So I'll briefly explain what the chord progression is, and then each level is going to get slightly more trickier, a little bit more advanced but more interesting, and let me know which level you were able to keep up to. So let's dive in. So we're going to do this in the scale of C major, so we're just going to be using all of the white keys. The 1-5-6-4 refers to the diatonic chords within that scale. It's the first note of the scale of C major, G is the fifth note of the scale of C major, A is the sixth note of the scale, and F is the fourth note of the scale. So they're going to be the root notes of our chords. And those chords will all include notes that are just either C, D, E, F, G, A or B. Level 1 is just playing the right hand, you're playing those chords but as fifths, so not even the full chords. So this should be suitable for complete beginners. So here's middle C. So we're going to play just two notes, so C and G, and they're 5 notes apart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to move that shape down to G and D. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to move that up one to A and E. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to move that down to F and C. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this will be called C5, G5, A5, and F5. So at the minute they're neither major nor minor because they don't have the major or minor third in them. So that is level 1. So level 2 is now going to be playing those as full chords. So just going to be adding E to C5, so this is now C major. Adding B to the G5, so this is now G major. Adding C to the A5, so this is now A minor. And adding A to the F5 chord, so this is now F major. So level 2 is so to make the sound even more full, we are going to introduce the left hand. So on the screen, left hand is blue, right hand is orange. So we're going to be playing the root notes of those chords. So in the left hand, the root notes will be C, G, A, and F. I'm going to play those at the same time as the right hand chords. Let's have a go. G, A, F. Repeat. So step 4, we're going to play either one or more of these chords as inversion chords, so we're not moving our hand around the whole time. So just quickly, inversion chords, if you don't know, are just those notes within the chords played in a different order. I've done a whole separate video on this, I'll link that in the description. So I'm going to start with C major in root position. I'm going to play G major like this. So this is first inversion. So the right hand, that's B, D, and G. So instead of playing the G here, we are now playing it at the top. And it makes this transition between the C and the G a lot more smooth, and you could do it without looking. And then I'm going to keep A minor as root position. And then to get to F major, I'm just going to change E to an F. So this is first inversion of F major. Let's try that from the beginning. So level 5, I either introduce playing octaves, or if you can't stretch octaves, play fifths, or you could do both in the left hand. Now we have the inversions in the right hand. I'll show you octaves first with the fifth in the middle. So we're going to play C, G, C with this chord. And then we're going to play G, D, G with the G major chord. And then we're going to play A, E, A. You can play it there. F, C, F with F major chord. So if I just do that again. If you can't stretch octaves, just play in fifths. So it'll be C and G, G and D, A and E, and F and C. So it's now starting to sound more rich, more full. So level 6, we are going to break up those left-hand notes. So I'm going to play low, middle, high, middle, high, middle, high, middle. So that's the pattern. So we'll start it on the C. So then G, D, G, A, E, A, F, C, F, C, F, C, F, C. Obviously you can go down to the A there as well if you want to. So if we put that together, I'm just going to keep the right hand held down. Are you still keeping up? Let me know in the comments if you've got to level 6. Let's continue. So the next step is to play the right hand chords in a bit more of a rhythm. So we're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then the G chord, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and A minor, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and F major, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and repeat. So the 8th level is to add a little bit of colour to those right hand chords. So I'm going to add sus4 chords and 7ths. So we'll just look at the right hand. So we'll go, I'm going to keep C major the same. And I'm going to play G sus4. This could also be called a C sus2, but we are playing it with a G in the bass. So G sus4 is this, and we're just flipping it around. So it's C, D, G. I've done a whole separate video on sus chords, so go and check that out. That is in the description for you as well. And then I'm going to change to a C. So I'm going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then for the A minor, instead of playing A, C, E, I'm going to play G, C, E. This will now, with the A in the bass, this will now make an A minor 7 chord. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then for the F major, I'm going to play 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and on the last chord I'm going to change the F to an E with the F in the left hand. That will give us an F major 7. So if we go over that again, just the right hand, 1 sense when we have the right bass notes in the left hand. So So for the 9th level, I'm going to add 1 or 2 passing notes in the left hand to lead up or to lead down to the next bass note. So we have obviously C major. I won't add one here. I probably won't add one there. And then I'll probably add a quick G to the F. You could go even lower down. I know my lowest F is out of shot. So I'm going to add a passing note between the A minor 7 and the F major to F major 7. So I'm just going to add 1 left hand passing note. So I'll add the passing note on 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 on the last and of the bar. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So all together now we have So the 10th level then, we are going to now add some in-between melody notes in the hand position that we're already in and see if we can add some extra notes using the notes that are already under our fingers in the right hand. So you can of course have a play around with this. So this is what I'm going to do. If we just look at the right hand by itself, still trying to maintain the rhythm of the chord as well. So for the C, I'm going to add before we go into the G sus4. I think I'm going to leave that how that is. And for the A minor 7, I'm going to play 2 of the chords first. F, chord, D. And then to the F, G, chord, E. So a similar pattern. So we have so now if we add that with the left hand.
So that's the end of this video. If you would like to leave a request, leave them in the comments section below of this video. I've also left some videos here that I think you might like, so go and check those out as well. I also have a course. Visit Bitesize Piano Course.co.uk and you can enroll and start learning how to read music. I'll see you in the next video.